All right, welcome everybody to Intensity Broadcasting. My name is Joe Wright, and I'm here with the Outlaw Truck Series round of 12. And we've had some technical difficulties, but we are live. Eddie Smith with the lead, and we're working what I believe is our first caution of the night here at lap 31 of 100. Yep, first caution. And let's see what happened there. That was just a deep run by the 44 into the corner. That's going to knock out the 73 of Ryan Huff. He's going to hit that outside wall pretty hard and actually blew his engine. Go on board with the 44 there. See if we can see what happened there. Looks like Phil Manzo getting into the inside door. See if we can look at it one more time. And everybody else hitting pit road here, getting fresh tread and some fuel. Off the quad oval, 73 holding his line there, but hard into that outside wall. Tough break for him. Eddie Smith loses 2 positions on pit road. And the 44 staying out there, I believe. He's going to take over the lead. I believe. All right, well, while they're working this lap of caution, let's take a look at that round of 12 grouping. As you can see on your screen right now, Adam Lang comfortably in the lead by about 5 points. Michael Koscheck 5 points back. Andy Kurtz in third. Andy Kurtz winning the championship there on Friday night. Awesome run by him on that final race. Chris McLean in that 4th spot. Tyler Barnett, Travis Bieber, Logan Monteith, Steve Loving, Jonathan Cofield, 21 points back. So about 5 points separating Cofield from Loving. Ryan Derrick, Michael Swink, and Eddie Smith. So Cofield, Derrick, Swink, and Smith all on the bubble here, having to do some work to get into that round of 8. If you're just joining us, thanks for watching here on Intensity Broadcasting. We had some technical difficulties there at the beginning of the race, but this is the Outlaw Series round of 12. We just went through those top 12 guys. And for the moment, the 44 is your leader. Oddly enough, the Hitman started that one and is now your leader. It's funny that that's his name is the Hitman. That's awesome. Love it. "26 car field currently. 5 cars a lap down. Gene Watkinson, Greg Froelich, Mike Bertosa Jr., Eric Bulkhalter, Ryan Huff. All laps down. Make that 27 cars now. Gary Wright as well. All right. Bill Hitman Manzo is going to take us to the green flag here. That truck's going to take a hard left turn onto pit road, and the restart will be on the 44. Outside of him, that 8 machine of Adam Lang. Let's see what he can do here. And Manzo's going to struggle on old tires. The 8 going to easily take off on him. Eddie Smith now to the inside. Our leader at the caution, Phil. The Hitman Manzo slides back as all the guys on new tires go by with ease. Your new leader, Adam Lang, the 8. And Lang, your points leader right now. And giving chase the 87 of Eddie Smith. Last in the round of 12 right now. So needing a great night here to advance to that round of 8. As Eddie looks underneath. Slides in behind the 8. Now he's down underneath the 8. Can he make it stick off the corner? Looks like he will clear up into first place for Eddie Smith in that 87 machine. On board here with Adam Lang as he gives chase to Eddie Smith as Eddie starts to set sail a little bit. Already out to a quarter-second lead over second place. If you're with me on the broadcast, let me know who you're rooting for, who you're counting out, who you're calling out, who you want to win this race. Right now, it looks like it's Eddie Smith's race, but Andy Kurtz, he's got something to say about it. He goes to the inside now. Inside of Lang, Andy Kurtz goes. Clearing Adam Lang, he'll go up into second place. Now the 27 machine of Steve Loving trying to make a run at it. Loving currently locked in, but he's one of those guys right on that bubble. He's got to have a good run tonight. Can't lose 5 positions to the guys behind him or he'll be sliding back in and out of that bubble. All the guys with the blue spoilers are your up front runners. Still in the hunt here in the round of 12. So far, it's all been this man, the 87, Eddie Smith, leads lap number 39 as they work lap 40. 10 laps away from halfway. And he's out to almost half a second. Andy Kurtz starting to close that gap just a little bit. Let's see what he can do here as this run rolls on. Some battles throughout the field. We got Logan Monteith. Logan, another one of those drivers needing a good run here. Can't afford to have a bad day. Him and Steve Loving both only 2 points away from each other. They hold down the 7th and 8th spots of the round of 12, moving to round of 8. Just in front of them, you see Chris McLean in the 05. He's 4th in points. All these guys, you could throw a blanket over them. They are all on pace with each other. With the exception of Eddie Smith, who still has the lead by about 0.4 of a second over the second place driver, Andy Kurtz, in that 5 machine. A look back here from Eddie Smith. Tire wear here at Atlanta, a huge factor in how the race goes. Pit strategy is a premium. These guys all electing to hit pit road there during that caution, get new tires, and get back rolling. Eddie Smith almost a half second over Andy Kurtz now. Behind them, you have Steve Loving. He's under pressure now from the 05 machine of Chris McLean. McLean by a nose through the middle of turns 3 and 4. And now Steve Loving pulls ahead down the quad oval. Back to the inside comes the 05. Some very close racing from these two. Loving throws it into turns 3 and 4. He'll clear as they come back to the front stretch. Really nice paint job from that 27 machine of Steve Loving. You can see the reflection of the stands off the side of it. Really cool picture there. He is now clear and free. Still nobody able to really run down Eddie Smith. We'll see as this run rolls on if that's possible. The stands are full here at Atlanta. Everybody on their feet still as they work down the front stretch. A little bit further back in the field, you have Brett Bieber. He's up to P9 as he clears Greg Barnett. Mike Kostek, your second place driver, not having such a great run here yet. He's down one position from the start, so he started in 10th. He's in 11th. He's kind of just holding his own. This might really shake up those points and make it a lot closer there. I don't know. We'll see what happens if it continues with this trend. Eddie Smith needing a win here. The best he can do in the round of 12. Caution is out on the track. Eric Burkhalter has had an incident. Let's go ahead and see if we can find that. Oh, another entry to 1 incident. This time with the 71. And the 43. I don't know if the cars are getting a little bit loose there on entry or what, but that's almost reminiscent of the last incident. Just trying to prepare for the corner and just a little too high, and maybe a little expectation that the 43 would be a little bit higher for the 71. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's see what that does for these guys coming to pit road. That's really going to shake up the field here. Eddie Smith, the first guy on pit road. The 5 of Andy Kurt's going to beat him off pit road. That's big for Andy Kurtz. Again, he was your champion of the Friday night series. The Extreme Xfinity series, I believe that is. Looks here like the 21 of Gary Wright. And the 15 machine of Greg the Legend Fronek. Looking to get a lap back here. I like that 21 car. You ever been to Buc-ee's? If you've never been to Buc-ee's, suggest you check it out. Pretty cool store. We went for the first time just last month as me and my daughters went south through Florida. So Andy Kurtz will be your new leader after those two guys get the wave around. Outside of him will be Eddie Smith. In that third spot will be Steve Loving. Fourth will be McLean. Chris. Fifth will be Adam Lang. Travis Bieber, 6th. And Logan Monteith, 7th. 8th will be Brett Bieber. 9th, Greg Barnett. And rounding out your top 10, Mike Kostek. Like Matt Knights hits pit road again here to maybe top off on some fuel. Give him a shot toward the end. Gene Watkinson as well. Bill Manzo. Greg Fronek getting his wave around. That'll put Fronek back on the lead lap. All right, Andy Kurtz to the inside. The pace truck will take a hard left turn. And these truck cars will be running. That 5 machine will lead them. Kurtz back to the gas early. We'll see Loving be able to get under Eddie Smith here. He's going to try it. Eddie's going to close the door. Loving to the bottom under the 05 is Chris McLean. McLean going to have a good run down the backstretch here. Loving with no help down the backstretch. Loving stays low into 3 and 4. But he'll fade. Chris McLean will take over that third spot. Eddie Smith now hunting that lead one more time. He's got pressure from the back, but he's got to concentrate on what's out his window. That 5 machine, Andy Kurtz. What will Eddie Smith do? Hang out? Push the limits. You hear him pedaling it through 3 and 4. A little bit sideways off the corner. He'll go inside. He'll clear in that planter's machine back to the point. The 5 of Andy Kurtz not giving up easily. Neither is the 05 of Chris McLean. They're all right there. Eddie Smith not able to drive away like he did early. Ooh, a little bit loose for the 70. I think it was the 70. Nope, it wasn't. Who was that? That'd be the 114 of Travis Bieber. Almost losing it off of turn 2, but he gathered it up. Talked about Mike Kostek earlier being way back, but he has now made his way up 2 positions to that 8th spot. Actually 3, he was in 11th. Eddie Smith leads those front 4. Steve Loving, Chris McLean, and Andy Kurtz. As Eddie Smith tries to start to gap that 5 machine out to 2/10 already. Let's see if he can extend that lead. A little further back, some hard racing from the 99, 114, and the 8. All these guys battling for points here in the round of 12. All the cars with the blue spoilers and blue decals on the windshield. Back to the front. Eddie Smith still not able to get away. That smells trouble. Kurtz looks inside, nothing there. He'll stay high into turns 3 and 4. McLean says, I don't mind if I do. I'll look underneath. Nothing there for him. They'll come off the corner. The 5 going to have a decent run down the front stretch here, as he sets up for 1 and 2. He's going to stay high again. I wonder if there's a little bit of tire conservation coming from that 5 machine. As you saw Eddie Smith really drive it down hard into the corner. The 5 with a little bit of a higher entry, a little higher roll through the corner, kind of turns it down off the corner. Off of 3 and 4, he holds the middle lane though. 05 McLean looks inside, nothing there. Kurtz looking outside. Kurtz wants to go around Eddie Smith the long way. And he might have a shot of it here. See what happens. As Eddie now pressure from both McLean and Smith and Kurtz. Kurtz is going to have another good run down the front stretch here. Kurtz really managing them tires. You see him open that wheel a little bit earlier than Eddie Smith is as well. We'll see if that pays dividends here as this run goes along. Working lap 63 of 100. A little bit further in the back, Travis Bieber up 19 positions to that 6th spot. After almost losing it early in this run, has found himself back in the top 7 cars. Mike Koscheck is next target here. I'm sorry, Logan Monteith, that is, in the 99. Chris McLean going to the outside, Bieber to the outside. You see the differences in lines there. As we have 35 laps to go here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. And no, iRacing has not updated Atlanta yet. This is still the old Atlanta. A lot of tire degradation. A lot of strategy, 2 racing grooves. Actually used to put on some really good racing. See some of these guys hunting for speed up on that high side. Off of 2, Eddie Smith riding the rim there. Now he's moved all the way up. If it's faster or not, but McLean making it work around the bottom. Might be able to clear Andy Kurtz here in 3 and 4. Let's see. He might be able to. He is clear for a moment. He's going to slide up in front of Kurtz. Kurtz going to give him a little help down the front stretch. Now McLean to the high side. The risk versus reward there of that high side run. If you can hang on to it, you can really stay in the throttle through the middle of the turn. And that's where they're getting those big runs down the front and back stretch. McLean able to do it a little better that time by. As he hunts the leader of Eddie Smith. Monteith is kind of broken away from that second group, but behind him, they're racing for position. Adam Lang underneath Bieber. Close side-by-side action for 6th place. Again, every point counting for these guys in the round of 12. Eddie Smith still dominant on that outside line. Able to really ride the rim and keep that car going. That's the legend Fronek underneath the 99 there. Looks like he went another lap down. Must have had to hit pit road to get some tires and fuel. He could shake things up here at the front. He could make it very interesting if he can catch them. All 4 of these guys racing for position. Eddie Smith, Chris McLean, Andy Kurtz, and Steve Loving. As here comes the legend behind him. That 5th car in line there is a lap down, but he's trying to get back on the lead lap. So that if a caution does come out, he won't have to wait for the way around this time. And that's just the difference in tire. Little wiggle there out of the 3rd place driver, Andy Kurtz. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we got some thunderstorms in the area here in Virginia. So if I lose you, sorry. Board here with Chris McLean. Is he working to get by Eddie Smith? He's riding behind Eddie. Little diamond off. Maybe to just make that pressure a little bit. A little change in line now from Eddie Smith. Down to the bottom he goes. Man, what a battle for the lead here. Some serious gamesmanship going on. Lines being taken away by Eddie Smith. He is mirror driving like it's nobody's business. Almost like he has a spotter telling him which line they're in so that he can stay there in front of him. Now Loving in the 5 machine of Andy Kurtz to the inside. Can they do anything with it? Kurtz pulls alongside. Nope, he'll fall in third. Starting to see some pit takers here. Brian Derrick on pit road. And here comes the legend to the inside. He's going to go around Steve Loving. He looks inside again. Nothing there. Legend definitely helping out Andy Kurtz here. Caution on track. Steve McDonald has crashed. Tough luck for the Legend. He'll get trapped. Should get the lucky dog, though. Let's take a look at what happened. Wow. A little bit of a wiggle off the corner there from the 68 machine. That's Steve McDonald here. It's a little side draft attempt. Man, that launched the 808 as well. That's Brett Beaver. A little side draft gone wrong there. Four tires for your leader, Eddie Smith. And it's going to be a close one off of pit road. I think Chris McLean got him. Chris McLean will. 20 laps to go. Not what Eddie Smith wanted to see. But Eddie is tough early on. Let's see if he can do it again. Nine of the 12 in the top 10 right now. Your points, guys. Let's take a look one more time at those guys. There they are. Adam Lang, Michael Kostek, Andy Kurtz, Chris McLean, Tyler Barnett, Travis Bieber, Logan Monteith, Steve Loving, Jonathan Cofield, Ryan Derrick, Michael Swink, and Eddie Smith. Eddie Smith needing that win here. right. Chris McLean will lead these trucks back to action here as the pace truck will take a hard left turn. The 05 truck car will get him rolling. That 8 machine, watch that 8 machine of Adam Lang. He's the guy to watch here on this restart. We'll see what he can do. Everybody on fresh tires. Adam Lang, your points leader. Lang not able to get going right away. Eddie Smith clears into second, Lang into third. Kurt's losing some positions on pit road that time. Oh, little wiggle out of Lang. They scatter. They're 3 wide. Going into turns 3 and 4. And Kurtz makes it by. He'll slide into 4th. Logan Monteith now. And Eddie Smith back to the point. Chris McLean to second. Andy Kurtz to the inside of Monteith. They're 3 wide behind again. Off of turn 2. They're going for it all back there. Steve Loving slides into 4th under Monteith. Eddie Smith starts to drive away, 15 laps to go. So far, it's been a dominant performance from Eddie Smith. We saw Andy Kurtz get sideways just now. He'll be under pressure now from Steve Loving off of 2. Loving around the outside. He'll go into 3rd. The intensity at an all-time high here tonight as Eddie Smith starts to drive away, but those guys behind him fighting for every single spot. Kurtz to the outside now. Monteith to the inside for 5th. Make that 4th. Kurtz hanging tough on the outside line. We saw the outside line able to be fast later in the run. Early in the run, it's definitely the low line that will prevail, and Monteith slides up in front of Kurtz. Oh, he gets into him. Into the wall goes Monteith. A little bit of right front hit. Nothing huge. He'll clear and actually drive away for a second. Now Mike Kosek. Mike Swink goes off track. 12 laps to go. Eddie Smith has a comfortable 0.6 lead over the field. Chris McLean getting run down now by Steve Loving. Eddie Smith still with a pretty comfortable lead here. Half a second now. They are making up some ground behind him. Will they be able to get there? We'll see. Monteith now under pressure again from Kurtz. Kurtz to the inside. These guys trading back and forth. Monteith able to hang strong on that outside there. He's going to clear. Back up in front of Kurtz. Watch out for that 3 machine of Mike Kosick. Don't look now, but Chris McLean is catching our leader, Eddie Smith. He's down under 4/10 now. But does he have enough time to get there and make a move for the win? We will see, and we will find out. Let's go on board with Chris as he makes his way. How hard is he pushing this thing? Oh, he's coming down to a 1/4 second now. I like the way he's switching up the lines here on your leader, Eddie Smith. Only a 10th now. Oh, a little out of the throttle there through the middle of 3 and 4. But he'll be able to pick up some speed here off the corner. Five to go at the line. Will there be enough time for the 05? Eddie Smith saying, I ain't having anything of it. I'm going to lay down some laps. That time by faster by 0.08. Let's see what he does here. Down the back stretch they go. To the line they come. That time by McLean was 0.05 faster. You can see the difference on track as well. 3 laps from Atlanta. Chris McLean giving it all he's got. So far, so good for Eddie Smith. Eddie Smith to the bottom this time. We'll see if that 05 can make a run at it. Not able to get there yet. 05 will stay high in 3 and 4. Loses a bit of time there to the 87. Just trying to find the speed is Chris McLean. One more lap to go. One more time around. The white flag is out. Eddie Smith versus Chris McLean. Chris McLean chooses the high side. Here he comes with a huge run down the backstretch. Is he going to be able to look inside? Oh, he's going to stay in the throttle on the outside. Eddie Smith protects the outside. Here he comes back again. Not going to be enough. It's going to be Eddie Smith at the line. Not without from effort of Chris McLean. Steve Loving will bring her home 3rd. Logan Monteith 4th. Andy Kurtz 5th. Travis Beaver 6th. Jonathan Coldfield comes home 7th after not really seeing himself up there very much. 8th, you got Michael Kosick. 9th is Jamie Mullins, and rounding out your top 10, Todd Schott. There's your winner, Eddie Smith, burning it down, and as the Rebels do typically, they let him get a couple donuts, and then kaboom. All right. We will have our top three in the waiting room in a second. Steve Loving already in there. Let's talk to him. Steve, great run tonight. This is Joe in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Joe, what's going on, man?
Hey, man. Awesome run. You were up there in the mix all night long, following along there in fourth for a while. You came home with a P3, something you needed here, moving toward the round of 8, and pretty much lock yourself into that round of 8, correct?
Yeah, I had a couple tough weeks, but yeah, I was hoping to just do something consistent here at Atlanta. Try to play it safe. Hope for some long green flag runs. Every time a caution came out, I was a little bummed out, but uh, overall, I think it was a pretty good race. Had a great time, and really happy to grab a P3 and give myself a little more of a clinch to move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great racing action there at the front. You guys racing real clean with each other, but also competitively. So awesome, fun to watch. But like you said, a couple of incidents and some mixing up there. Some pit road strategy. Guys getting off pit road a little faster. Eddie Smith just really good on new tires, though. Hey, Steve.
Yeah, they're fast, super fast on new. When we got about 20, 25 laps in, I started really picking up the pace, and just as I got up to them and I was trying to figure out where to go, another caution would come out, and so the short run I didn't have it, longer run I did, um, but nonetheless, happy to come out clean, not wreck, and podium P3, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got anybody you want to shout out to? Sponsors, friends, family?
Yeah, first I want to thank Chris McLean in P2. Him and I ran hard. We ran clean. Had a great time with him. Logan, Andy, even Andy or Adam. I know Adam got loose at one point. I had to swerve to go to the inside. Andy was responsive, and we went 3 wide. We all gave each other some space, but had a lot of that all race, and we were all respectful and gave enough room to wedge our trucks in without causing a bigger incident. So that's always appreciated. But yeah, Coke Zero, drink it all the time, keeps me awake. It's on the truck.
Great,
Definitely want to thank
great
Hardline
page,
Transport
great,
Solutions.
great paint job, by the way. Watch the broadcast back and went on your left rear or right rear, and you can see the chromatic version of your paint job there, reflecting the crowd off of it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, Hardline Transport Solutions and all the admins of the league do a great job. Mike for hosting the series and everything else. So definitely appreciative, and my team JC Motorsports.
All right, Steve. Congrats again on that third place spot. Definitely help you here in the points.
All right, sir. Have a good one.
You too. Chris McLean, you got Joe right in the booth. You got me.
I got you, buddy.
All right, Chris. What a race tonight, man. You were putting it out there. You threw it down at the end trying to get to Eddie Smith's bumper. Eddie, real tough on new tires. I mean, he's able to get by you real early there on that last run and kind of drive away. Had to do some work to get back to him. Just not enough time there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I started deep in the field. I really just needed a good points night. We was sitting in a pretty good spot there for the playoffs. So I was just trying to keep it clean, and we was able to do that, and actually moved up through the field. We was pretty good on old tires on the long run, and gained a couple positions there on that first green flag cycle, and just went to work. Got the lead there on that last cycle, and I didn't expect Eddie to dive down there like that. Just riding and conserving tires a little bit, and it was kind of a iffy situation with 20 laps to go or so. If we got another caution, if I drove it hard and we got a caution, you got people that would stay out that save. So it was kind of, I just kind of conserved there for a minute, and was actually going to try to put a little move on him there, 3 and 4, and I figured he was going to go low, so I was just going to send it around the top, and he actually kind of run the middle there, and I had to check up, keep him getting in the back of him, but me and Eddie's teammates, and I always enjoy racing around him, and kind of glad to see him get the win and move on. Battling for a championship, it'd be fun.
Yeah, awesome race to watch. You guys were competitive all throughout the field, mostly in that top 10, though. Guys just battling for every single position, every single point, because it matters for most of those guys. So awesome job. Anybody you want to shout out to, Chris?
Yeah, man, I just want to give a big shout out to all the guys in the league that you know do everything in and out to make this league what it is. It's a fun league. Hardline Transport Solutions, all the great sponsors. It's just, like I said, great league to be a part of, fun racing. All my teammates, Eddie, Jonah, Jonah's not running with us no more, but Eric Burkhalter, everybody that has anything to do with the team. Big shout out to my wife and kids, man. They're the backbone of the whole thing. Let me come up here and race and enjoy this, do it with my buddies. It's just a great league to be a part of. Thank you in the booth, man. It's always fun to go back and watch the race the next day, see where I can get a little better, or try to improve certain things.
Yeah, awesome job again tonight, Chris, and take care.
Thank you, buddy.
Eddie Smith, the man of the hour, the dominator, the performance of a lifetime. Lead almost every single lap except for when you had to go down pit road for a caution. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I got. Uh, I came out second on every pit stop, so I was definitely not being as aggressive I needed to be. But on the restarts, just knowing how important clean air was going to be, and uh, yeah, it was just the idea tonight was I had gotten in some issues last week in the first race at Pocono in the round of 12, and put me behind the points pretty bad, and so I was pretty much a win or go home tonight. So it was just fighting as hard as I could. I mean, just fighting for a chance to move on in the playoffs. I had to win. I mean, looking at the points right now, I'm 3 points out of eighth place. So, um, yeah, pretty much a must-win situation. So I was just fighting as hard as I could, driving as hard as I could, not giving an inch, just because if I give up that lead, that might be all she wrote. So it's a really good race tonight. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, this hardline truck transport solutions incorporated Outlaw Truck Series is a tough series. There are some of the better drivers in all of the truck racing on the sim. And man, I'll tell you what, you put on a show tonight, leading it, getting yourself back by those guys after those cautions is a fun race to watch. And even see you gap them there for a little bit. You had that short run speed. Now let's say some cautions don't happen. Is it a different story for you, you think?
Mm, no, I don't think so. Well, that last caution I needed because I wasn't going to make it on fuel, but I don't know what everybody else could. Of course, they'll say now, yeah, I could make it on fuel, but you
Right?
never know what they could do. As far as I could tell, and my team, we were going to be short unless they unless they pitted later or something like that. So I don't think anybody else could really make it. But had that caution not come out, I wouldn't have made it on fuel. So that one I definitely needed. But I felt pretty good on the long run. I was driving down on the bottom for about 15 to 20 laps, and then if somebody got close to me, I just jumped up on the outside and defended. Turn two was just a nightmare trying to pass on the bottom, is you scrub so much speed and you carry so much speed in three and four that if you have to lift off a two at any point, it just kills the next half a lap. So just if somebody got close, I jump up to the outside and just try to make it work. But man, I got to thank my teammates. Aaron Adcock was helping me, spotting for me. Chris McLean, man, just having some teamwork there on that restart to get started together and fight him for the win. It was just a blast. I had a lot of fun. So just glad to get that done.
Yeah, awesome job, Eddie. Anyone, you have any shout outs you want to give to some sponsors, friends, family, anybody watching?
Well, Team Dingling as always. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten the 6 wins on the season without Team Dingling. That's Todd Schott, Jonah Colbert, Eric Burkhalter, and Chris McLean. And thank those guys for I mean all season. It's been a lot of fun. So hopefully one of us can go get that championship. Me or Chris. That would be a lot of fun. But I mean I like a lot of guys in this series. So just being a part of it and having fun. I just want to thank all of them. Thanks Swink and Clement for putting this on. and all the admins and rebels who put a lot of work into this stuff. And then thank you for coming in at the last minute, man, saving us on the broadcast. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. We had some technical difficulties there at the beginning, but we got it all worked out. And Eddie, congratulations on, again, a dominant performance here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Awesome finish there.
Thank you, sir. Have
All
a
right.
good night.
Yeah, you too. All right, well, that wraps it up here from Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Outlaw Series Round of 12 race. A dominant performance from Eddie Smith. Some definite abilities from Chris McLean, able to get there at the end, gave him a run for his money, but Eddie able to hold on to it. With the Original Rebels Racing League, Hardline Transport Solutions, Outlaw Truck Series, fueled Intensity Broadcast, and my name is Joe Wright, and we'll see you later. As Atlee Man Weiss would say, over and